Hello everyone, this is SpecInfo and welcome back to our video series on mastering IP address, subnetting and overview of networking models. In this video, we're going to talk about IP addressing. Before understanding about the IP address, let's understand from where the IP address is coming from. Who are providing the IP address? Or system are just getting random IP addresses when you connect it to internet? So let's find the answer. So have you heard about the INA, which is Internet Assigned Number Authorities? So this is the one organization who manages about the IP address. So let's see on the browser. I will just type INA and PPT. So I will get their official PPT and I will show you from there. Okay. So INA is an Internet Assigned Number Authority, and which is the you can say sub organization or an subdomain of an ICANN organization, which is an non-profit organization. Okay, now what are the service provided by an INA? So INA provide the domain names, number resources and protocol assignments. Now what are the domain names? The domain, like the websites you search on browser, for example google.com or facebook.com, or you can visit my website, which is jaimakwana.tech. So these are all the domains, right? So INA provide these domains to the clients. So we are the clients who are hosting their services using their domain name. So INA is the one who provides the domain names. Now number resources. What is number resources? Number resources means an IP address on which we are going. See, this whole series is based on, right? And the third is protocol assignment. Protocols means any rule. So whenever you communicate in an internet with other systems, you have to follow some protocols, you have to use some rules. Okay, so there are different protocols and there are different port numbers on which the different protocols are work. For example, we have SSH on port number 22, we have FTP on port number 21, we have DNS on port number 53, and etc. etc. So these are the services. Now in number resources, we get actually two services. One is internet protocol and another is autonomous system. Autonomous system numbers are actually the group of systems which make an one network, and there are several such network and they communicate with each other. So these are mainly used by universities or government authorities to communicate, to make a network within themselves, okay, which are situated at different locations. Now another is internet protocol, which is an IP address. This is the area on which we're going to conduct this whole series. Okay, so here also we have two types. The one is version 4 and the second is version 6. 90% of company uses the version 4 and remaining uses the version 6. This is the new internet protocol which was recently developed. Okay, and not many companies are using. So in this video we're going to focus on IPv4, because we're going to learn the subnetting in IPv4, and which is the foundation knowledge you required if you want to pursue your career in a networking field. Okay, so why IP6 is required? Because IPv4, we will see later what is the size of IPv4. So the systems are day by day increasing, right? So IPv4 is like depreciated or exhausted, you can say, because there are systems more than the IP address available in the world. So they brought with a concept of IPv6, where we can provide many addresses as compared to IPv4. Okay, and this is the IPv6. IPv6 is actually 128 bits address space, so they can provide this much address. You can see how long this number is, and IPv4 is a 32-bit address. Okay, the INA is in one organization and can't handle all by sitting at one place. Okay, so what they have done, they have made this 5 division according to the locations. Okay, so these are the 5, you can say, the registries. So these are known as RIR, which are regional internet registries. This is the full form of regional registries. So these are divided based on their locations. So you can see here. Okay, now anyone want an IP address, they can go with this registries and ask for the IP address. Now if I want an IP address, I can't go to them directly, because because there are certain rules they follow, right? If individual needs an IP address or a small office needs an IP address, so they directly coordinate with an internet service provider. So they provide them an IP address or a digital subscription line or whatever you called it. Okay. Or if you want an IP address, like your company is so big and you uses many public IP addresses, so you can directly approach them, okay, based on your location. Now, what is public IP address and private IP address? We'll tell you in further video. And these are like the domain name services which are provided by INA. So you can see what are the domains. So there are different domains: .com, .uk, and in India we use .in Pakistan, .pk, or UK. In UK we use .uk or similar. So there are different types of domain. Okay, so based on what kind of services the business is providing, they use such kind of domains. We have .co for company, startups, or etc. We have like different domains, right? We have org domain or many domains. So these services are also provided by INA. And you can see the protocol. So protocol services is also provided by INA. So whatever port number you use, every services running in a system uses different port number. So these are also provided by INA. So this is a brief introduction about the INA and regional register. Now in this series we're going to talk about IPv4 address. We'll also introduce you to IPv4 address in detail. Okay, so what is IP address? As discussed in the previous video, IP address or an internet protocol is a set of rules. Okay, so these are the rules followed by a computer system to communicate in a network. Now IPv4 address is 32-bit address sequence. Okay, so what is bit and bytes? I'm considering that you know about bits and bytes. So one bit can be 0 or 1. It is a binary number. Okay, so or one byte can consist of 8 bit. Okay, now IP address is used to identify machine on a network. Okay, so whenever you connect to network, you are communicating with different system. Whenever you turn on the internet in your mobile system, or whenever your system is connected to internet, your system is assigned by an IP address. This IP address can be assigned to an system by manually or by an automatic. So when we connect to router, the DHCP server gives us the IP address, or we can also set the manual. Okay, now we have two type of IP address. One is static and one is dynamic. This is what I was talking about. When IP address is assigned to host manually, is called static IP address, which doesn't change. Okay, you can assign the expiry time, but by default it doesn't expire, and that IP will be your static IP address. So dynamic IP address is what IP address is assigned by server when the host is boot. So whenever the laptops or your system starts, you will get new IP address by a DHCP server of your router. Okay, so this has an automatic expiry time. It depends on what rules are set on your router setting. So it may be 24 hours or 48 hours, your IP address will be changed on that time. Okay, now we have seen the IPv4 is 32-bit, right? Now 32-bit is a unique address given to an system, and the IPv4 is the format of IPv4 is dotted decimal. Okay, so this is the one thing you need to remember, and IPv6 is hexadecimal format. Okay, and the IPv4 is divided into 4 sections, and each section consists of octets. Octets means an 8-bit. Okay, an IP addresses consist of 4 byte, or you can say and 32 bits. Okay, so 1 byte is equals to 8 bits, you know, right? Maximum range of 1 byte can be 1 1 1 8 times 1. Okay, and we represent these bits in the form of numerical value. So how to convert these bits into numerical value? So I will show you that. If you know this part, then you can skip this. So we have, for example, 8 bits, and 8 bits are turned on, which means that 8 bits have the value 1. So if you want to convert this into numerical value, then we have to, like, these are the 8 bits. So we will start from 0. This is at the 0th position. So what we will do to find the numerical value of this, we will do 2 raised to 0, which is 1. To find the numerical value of this, which is 2 raised to 1, which is 2. 2 raised to 2, 4. 2 raised to 3, 8. 2 raised to 4, 16. 2 raised to 5, 32. 2 raised to 6, 64. And 2 raised to 7, 128. Now when you add this whole number, we get 255, the sum. Now what is this 255? So this will be the range of one octet can have. 1 byte can hold minimum 0 value to 255 value. Okay, if all bits are turned on, which I have shown in this case, then your total numerical value will be 255. If all bits are turned off, then your number will be 0, right? So let's consider another example. Let's consider example of 1 0 1 0 0 1. How many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7. Okay, now consider this is the number. Okay, now we need to find the numerical address of this. So pause this video if you understand and find yourself, and I will also do this. Okay, so pause this video and resume it when you find the answer. So hope you get the answer. Now I will also show you how to calculate this. So first bit is turn on, right? So that is 2 raised to 0. I will give this space. So this bit is turn on, that is 2 raised to 0. So this is 1. Now second bit is also turn on, which is 2 raised to 1, right? 2 raised to 1 is 2. Now third bit is also turn on, which is 2 raised to 2. So that is 4. Now fourth and fifth bit is turn on, which is 2 raised to 3 and 2 raised to 4, right? So we don't need to add the number here, right? Now the sixth bit is turn on, which is 2 raised to 5, that is 32. So we will add 32 in the number. Now the seventh bit is turn off, right, which is 2 raised to 7. So this is turn off, so we don't need to add any number here, right? And last bit is turn on, which is 2 raised to 7. So that will be 128. 128, right? Now what will be answer of this? I will just do equal to, enter. So the numerical value of this 8-bit number will be 167. So this way you will get the numerical value of this 4 section. Each section is of 8-bit, that is 1 byte. So we have 4 byte of IP address, or you can say, and 32 bits of IP address. So the range of each section can be from 0 to 255. Okay, so hope you getting this. Okay, this is an important part. Now IP address is divided into network bits and host bits. Okay, now this depends on which class the IP addresses belong to. IP addresses, the network bits are always reserved for an IP address and host bit, and you can say from the classes how many host bits are available, and on the basis of that you can find how many hosts can be there in that class or that range, or how many network can be formed by this IP address. Okay, so let's see what are the host bits and host network bits. Okay, so first, before understanding this, you need to understand the classes. There are like 5 classes. I will show you from my PPT. Okay, so there are 5 classes. So these are called class A, class B, class C, class D, class E, and the range of this are as defined. You can see here. So range of class A is from 1 to 126. You have to see this first octet. Okay, so range of class A is from 1 to 126. Okay, and this range supports 16 million hosts on each 127 networks. So what does this mean? That this range will form total 127 networks. Okay, each network, that is a single network, will consist of 16 million hosts. So this range can give us 16 million into 127 hosts. This is a huge number, right? Now again we have class B. So the range of class B is 128 to 191. Okay, and class C range is 192 to 223. The class D is 224 to 223. And this is all used for like commercial and the as we use in our daily lives. Class C, class B, right? Class A is mostly used by private so these 3 are mainly used by the common people or in commercial. Okay, in commercial use. Class D is used for multicasting. Okay, now what is multicasting? When you do and streaming and stuff, that is known as multicasting. Now I will just search on the internet about multicast IP address, and I will search on Wikipedia, and you can see here. So I have searched for multicast IP address, and you can see here these are the protocol used for multicasting, and there are lots of things to learn about this class actually, but we are not going to dive deep into this because For now it is not recommended, like it is not required. Okay, and class C is used for research work. So these are the reserved IP address for future use, or these are like mainly used for research and development purpose. So these all are handled by INA. So common people are not know when they are using this class C, or either they have used or not. So I am common people, I don't know. Okay, now we will understand what is the network bits and host bits. So I'm going to explain this part in the next video, where we're going to discuss about the subnetting part. Okay, if you like this video, then don't forget to share with your friends and hit that bell icon to stay updated on my channel. Okay, thank you so much and see you next time.